Pulling up stats, you'll be pulling in stacks. Hitting bookies from the back with no Vaseline. I need green and obscene quantities for a fiend. Save the dreams for a king. This is H-Town, home of the lean. Astros is the team and we rock it. We rock Texans for life, you can't stop it. Together like brothers and Becks and Jets.
What's going on, sports fans? We are back. Week 13 NFL season. And of course, it's your boy, LJ from H-Town. And as I do every single Sunday morning, I bring you my best prop bets that I have broke down all week, dissecting all the games, trying to see when we can find some money and get paid off of this sports betting, ladies and gentlemen. So I got 10 prop bets today I want to give out. We did decent last week. I gave out a lot of suggestions, a lot of honorable mentions, and some I was officially on. But we had a good day yesterday. It wasn't last week. It wasn't too bad. So, but this is this week. And we're going to start off pretty good with this week. So, of course, we're going to go to my game. We got the Denver Broncos coming down to Houston today. I will be there, of course, covering the Texans. Going against these Denver Broncos, ladies and gentlemen. Russell Wilson coming into town. And full disclosure, haven't made a bet on the game. I'm kind of skeptical because the Texans are a home favorite. And they're 0-3 against the spread as a home favorite so far this year. 2-4 against the spread as a home team overall. So they don't play well in the spot, man. But I'm not saying they can't win the game. It's just that the odds say that the Broncos are going to cover this game +3 for the most part. Now, the Texans may win by 1 point, 2 point. Hey, but they may not cover the spread. You get what I'm saying? Because it's -3. But all that said, we got a couple things going on in this game. Of course, as y'all can see right now, we're going to start it off with C.J. Stroud. Over 1.5 passing touchdowns, -148. And I know it's juice, but hey, it's juice for a reason. Because the man has had 10 touchdown passes in his last 4 games. He's had at least two touchdown passes in every home game this year. So, why stop the trend now? The Broncos, they've allowed a passing touchdown pretty much every game so far in the season. So, I don't see why C.J. Stroud can't continue the streak of over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He is number 2 in passing. I believe, behind Sam Howell, I believe, for Washington. So he throws the ball. And we already know how money C.J. Stroud is on third down. The man gets those chains moving. He keeps the offense on the field. If he don't make a mistake, throw a bad interception, put the team in a bad position, the Texans should be in a comfortable position to pull out this game. But as I said, I haven't made a bet on it. I'm still dissecting it. I wanted to talk it over with a couple more people today when I'm on their show before 12 noon tip-off, but we'll see where we get. But right now, we're just sticking to props. And we're going to take C.J. Stroud over 1.5 passing touchdowns, -158. And we're going to go to his boy that he's been clicking with pretty much all year long, Tank Dell, anytime touchdown, +129. The man has had 5 touchdown catches in his last 4 games. So I don't see why we can't continue this streak as well. He's had 4 touchdown passes at home, 4 out of his last 5 games. So 4 out of the 5 games at home, Tank Dell has had a touchdown. So today, I believe C.J. Stroud, he's going to be looking for him again. He loves connecting with him, especially on the long, deep routes. So, hey, Tank Dell, pretty sure he's going to come through again today, ladies and gentlemen, and give us that anytime touchdown, +129. Same 10. Let's go. Devin Singletary, over 72.5 rush plus receiving yards, -115. And the reason why we're doing this, ladies and gentlemen, is because he's hit this, he's averaging 93 rushing and 23 receiving yards, which gives you a 116 in his past 3 games. So I believe he's going to be looking for him out of the backfield as well, rushing, because the Broncos give up 158 rushing yards in the last 3 games. They give up the most rushing yards to the running back. So Devin Singletary, he could get this rushing, or he could combine it and get it receiving. Because I know that for sure, if Denver tried to shut down that run game of the Texans, they're going to be looking for Singletary out of the backfield, dump offs, screens, things like that to keep the offense moving. So I believe they come up with a lot of combination and schemes for Devin Singletary to be a part of this offense today. So if you have him in fantasy, I suggest you start Devin Singletary today in fantasy because he will be a lot of production in that offense with the Broncos. So Devin Singletary over 72.5 rush plus receiving yards minus 115. Now, I want to talk about something else in this game. Russell Wilson, he's been sacked 30 straight games. Now, ironically, the last time he wasn't sacked was against the Texans in December 12th, 2021. So after that game, Russell Wilson has been sacked in every single game, 30 straight games coming into this game. So hey, we don't sack. We get pressure on the quarterback, but we don't usually get sacks. We only have 7 sacks in our last 3 games, but we have 17 quarterback hits. So we're getting to the quarterback. We're just not sacking the quarterback. But hey, somebody on their defense could get lucky today. We know we already got Will Anderson Jr. He's a monster on the line. Got a couple guys that could probably get at Russell Wilson today, make it uncomfortable for him. And they may get that sack, but I'm not making it official. Just something for y'all to look at that Russell Wilson gets sacked today by the Texans defense. And also, he's thrown for under 200 yards 6 out of his last 7 games. So that's another interesting thing to look at. Look at his under passing yards. I don't know what it is. I mean, we can actually live cap it right now and see where it's at if we just want to get a number pinpointed on it. Let's see. Passing yards. Russell Wilson. Under 230.5. Wow. That may be something to look at too because he's thrown for under 206 out of his last 7 games. So does he have to throw for 200 a day for the Texans? He probably will. But we don't know. But I'm just saying the numbers say that he hasn't been throwing the ball. They've been running the ball pretty much with Javonte Williams. They got Ryan out there in the backfield too. So the Texans probably going to have to stop that run today, which is hard to run on us. We only give up. We're top 10 in rush defense, I believe, for sure. You can't run on us. We barely give up 100 yards on the ground. So if that's going to be the game plan for the Broncos today, then hey, much luck to them. But we're going to take a chance and say that Russell Wilson probably is going to get under that 230 yards today. But hey, who's to say? They also have 19 takeaways in the last 7 games. So they've been playing some mediocre teams, quarterbacks that are turnover prone. So CJ Stroud, very important that you take care of the ball today. I may jump on the Texans first half because they're 8-3 against the spread in the first half. They lost the first half last week to Jacksonville, but that was a divisional game. So I may jump on the Texans first half, but full game, I'm skeptical, man, because they haven't covered the spread at home as a home favorite all year. So don't want to try to jump on it today thinking they're going to buck the system. I usually have to wait and see you prove yourself before I put money behind you. But those are our 3 plays, though, in this game. CJ Stroud, over 1.5 passing touchdowns, minus 158. We have Devin Singletary, over 72.5 rush plus receiver yards, minus 115. And we got our boy, good old reliable Tank Dell, anytime touchdown, plus 129. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to another game. We have the Detroit Lions going out to the New Orleans Saints, ladies and gentlemen. And full disclosure, I am on Detroit, minus the 4. 4-1 against the spread as a road team, 3-0 against the spread this year as a road favorite. The Saints, 2-8-1 against the spread so far this year, 0-4 against the spread as a home team. So this is a bad spot for them. So I believe Detroit coming off a loss on Thanksgiving versus a divisional foe in Green Bay. I believe Detroit's going to be ready to come out and play today, man. And we're going to jump on 2 things in this game. We're going to jump on Sam Laporta, anytime touchdown, plus 179. The Saints allow the 3rd most touchdowns to the tight end position. So I believe that Jared Goff will be looking for his tight end today. He's very reliable for him, especially in the red zone. So I believe Sam Laporta will cash that anytime touchdown today over the Saints, since how vulnerable the Saints are at covering that tight end position. And we're going to jump on his other boy. We're going to jump on David Montgomery. Anytime touchdown, minus 143. I know it's juice, but hey, his juice is worth the squeeze because this man has had a touchdown 7 out of the 8 games that he's played this season. So, Saints allow 179 rushing yards their last 3 games. They allowed a running back to score a touchdown 4 out of their last 5 games. So I think this is a good spot for David Montgomery to continue his touchdown streak. Saints give up touchdowns to the running back last 5 games. So 4 out of the last 5 games. Let's stay on it, man. David Montgomery, anytime touchdown, minus 153 for the Detroit Lions. And full disclosure, I am on Detroit minus the 4 to cover that spread today over the New Orleans Saints. Let's move on to this one, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Arizona Cardinals going out to the Pittsburgh Steelers to take on Mike Tomlin's team. I don't have a bet in this game. I will lean the Steelers simply because they're 4-2 against the spread as a home team. But the Cardinals are horrible, especially on the road. They're 0-6 on the road. They've scored 16 points or less in every single road game this year. So I don't see anything for them to try to come in here and compete with these Steelers. This may be a low-scoring game because both offenses suck. They scored under 20 points, both teams. So that gives you a total of 31 for the most part. So I would probably lean under, but I'm not going to take it just because you never know what's going to happen. Tomlin has a new offensive coordinator with Pickett. So, hey, he may get some new life. Throw the ball down the field, have that offense clicking. So you never know who's going to win the game. But I do know we're going to take a prop in this game. And we're going to continue to keep cashing what we've been cashing pretty much all year. We're going to take Najee Harris, ladies and gentlemen. Anytime touchdown, minus 126. Good price right there. And the reason why we're taking this is because the Arizona Cardinals have allowed a running back to score a touchdown 9 out of their last 11 games, allowing 174 rushing yards their last 3 games. So they're very vulnerable on the rush as well. So you can take Najee Harris rush yards as well if you like, but I'm just going to stick to what's been cashing, the anytime touchdown, minus 126. I think it's a best bet because he's had a touchdown 4 out of his last 6 games. So I think it's a prime spot for him to continue that streak because the Cardinals are very vulnerable on the rush defense, giving up touchdowns to the running back 9 out of their last 11 games. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move over to this game. We have the Carolina Panthers going out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to take on the division foe. And we got 2 bets in this game, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to jump on Rachaad White. Anytime touchdown. Plus 100. Even money. Not mad at it. Just because the Carolina Panthers have allowed a touchdown to the running back 10 out of their 11 games played, which is the most in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. So why not keep riding the train? Rachaad White should cash a touchdown today versus this team because that's what Carolina does. They give up touchdowns to the running back. So, hey, let's continue the money train, man. And we might as well jump on this guy as well on the same team, Mike Evans. Anytime touchdown, plus 140. And while we're doing that, Mike Evans has had a touchdown in 5 out of his last 6 games. He's had 7 career touchdown catches versus Carolina since 2020. So he loves playing his team. He cashes his touchdown pretty much every time he plays them. So, hey, I don't see why it's going to be different today. Let's continue to keep doing it. Plus, I believe that he's primed to make a move next year. So he's trying to get his stats up because he's one of the top receivers in history in catching touchdown passes. I don't know what the number is, but I'm pretty sure he's high up there because he's going to keep. And not only that, sometimes these players have incentives in their contract. So the more touchdown catches, the more receiving yards they do, they get money at the end of the year because it's incentive in their contract. So I'm pretty sure Mike Evans has something in his contract to where he gets touchdowns, he gets money. So he's going to continue to keep cashing. So Baker Mayfield's going to continue to look for him, especially in the red zone because he's money in the red zone. So we're going to jump on those 2 guys today with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to take Rachaad White, anytime touchdown, plus 100. We're going to take Mike Evans, anytime touchdown, plus 140. That's some good money right there. We're going to pick on Carolina's defense today because they give up a lot of yards to the receivers and running backs. Now, interesting note, side note, Carolina, Adam Thielen, over 60.5 receiving yards. I don't know where it is, but Tampa Bay has given up a lot of receiving yards to the receiver. Now, I don't know how Bryce Young is going to come out today and be clicking on that offense. Still a rookie. This is a road game. They're 0-5-1 against the spread on the road. So they play horrible in this spot. They lost 4 in a row, 0-5-1 as a road dog, 0-2 versus the division. So they don't play well in this spot. But who's to say they won't make an effort today to try to play and make it a game? But we're going to stick to what's been cashing. Not going to try to get cute. Continue to keep doing what we're doing. So, Rashad White, Mike Evans. Anytime touchdowns today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's move over to this one. We have Sam Howell, the Washington Redskins, taking on the Miami Dolphins. And we got some things coming in this game, too. We got 3 bets in this game. First off, we're going to start off with Sam Howell. Over 39.5 pass attempts, minus 121. We've been cashing his prop pretty much all year long because he has the most pass attempts in the NFL. Washington cannot run the ball. Don't even try to run the ball. Sam Howell is out there getting sacked. He's the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. So if you want to look at a sack prop with him, I'm pretty sure that's good money. But we're going to stick to what's been cashing these last couple of weeks. Over 39.5 pass attempts, minus 121. He's hit this number in 6 straight games, ladies and gentlemen. 6 straight games. So if they're not going to be able to run the ball on Miami's defense, he's going to have to pass the ball. And the fact that he's the most sacked quarterback in the NFL, I believe he's been sacked at least three times in every game this year. So if that's going to continue to happen, he's going to continue to get the looks. He's going to continue to get the opportunities. He's going to continue to get the attempts. So he's going to have 40 pass attempts today, I'm pretty sure, because he's hit it 6 straight games. So why stop today? Sam Howell, over 39.5 pass attempts, minus 121. And we're going to go to the other side. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we have Tua Tagovailoa, 2+ passing touchdowns, plus Tyreek Hill, anytime touchdown, minus 117. And why are we doing that, ladies and gentlemen? This is why we're doing that. Washington has allowed 8 out of the last 9 quarterbacks to throw 2+ touchdowns in a game. Tyreek Hill, we already know how dynamic he is. Anytime Tua gets touchdown passes, he's on the receiving end of at least one of them. So we're going to continue to ride this. We're going to parlay it because if you take them singly, I think they're like minus 200 for both of them because more than likely it's going to cash. So let's just combine them and take Tua over 2.5 touchdown passes. No, 1.5. I'm sorry. 2+ touchdown passes, which will be over 1.5. And Tyreek Hill, anytime touchdown, minus 117, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe that that's all the props that I had today. Nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I gave you 10 props today, ladies and gentlemen. That's some good money. I always like to say, y'all dive into the numbers yourself. See if you like it. See if you don't like it. I'm just throwing them out there, letting you know what I'm playing today because I'm looking to get some good money. And I believe in continuing to keep cashing what you've been cashing, what you've been researching, what you've been following. So I track all these plays every single week. I look at these players and see how they do. So I'm trying to get paid, man. And we all trying to get paid. So like I said, every single weekend, I bring you my props. And, of course, every Sunday morning, I jump on with my boy Trot Wham over there on Who Bangin' Sports. So go on YouTube, Who Bangin' Sports. I will be on Trot Wham this morning. We're going to talk some more NFL, put out some more plays, talk it over this slate and see if we can get some more money. Me and him are usually aligned on the day because he's a Falcons fan, Texas fan, so we like to get it in, see where we can get some money and see if we can find these people some plays. So, man, until then, ladies and gentlemen, I am your boy, LJ from H-Town, coming to you. And always follow me on Twitter at LJ Sports Media. You also can find me on YouTube right now as you're watching RaWordzPodcast, streaming right now. Go like, Go subscribe. Follow me, man. During the week, I put out week picks on Wednesdays, usually if I'm not at the Rockets game, because I cover the Rockets as well. So if I'm not at the Rocket games on Wednesday nights, I'm going to put out my weekly NFL picks and sides with my boy Picks from Dave. Go follow him. Nerd Talk, Picks from Dave on YouTube. We do a show every Wednesday. And of course, like I said, I'm about to jump on Who Bangin' Sports with Troy Wham Sunday morning. I'm always with Pub Sports Radio. That's where y'all could really find me. The crew rocking it out on the live streams every week. We got Sunday night tonight. We got Monday night tomorrow. So we always looking to get some money, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, you can follow me at Jimmy the Bag on Pub Sports Radio every Friday morning at 11 or 12 noon Central Time. I do my NBA segment with Jimmy the Bag on Pub Sports Radio. So you can follow me all on YouTube. I'm on everybody's channel for the most part. Go follow me, man. Tap in. Let's see if we can get some money. And of course, I can help y'all get paid, man. Who's in the comments? Ricky Bobby. Let's cash, man. Top of the morning. You already know. We're looking to get some money. My man, Nasty Nate. Let's go, Nasty Nate. Let's go. For real. Let's get this money. So, hey, man, like I said, y'all keep supporting. Let's keep cashing. And we're going to continue to keep doing what we do. So, I'm out. LJ from H-Town. See y'all next week.
Yeah, R-A-W, words being served, no concern and no trouble to get that dough. Money on my mind, if it's money all the time, we be pumping on the grind. If it's LJ from Houston, pulling up stats, you'll be pulling in stacks, hitting bookies from the back with no Vaseline. I need green and up, see quantities for a fiend, save the dreams.